Together, let's envision a place where our voice is always heard, where our thoughts, feelings, and opinions are almost never deferred. When we learn new things, we feel free to make mistakes because these small errors won't feel like they put our entire futures at stake. We work hard and get the credit.
We too can speak our truths and not regret. The school system treats us like we're dumb and useless. But I'm 16 and had to grow up and learn things before I even turned double digits. Ruby Bridges walked into an all-white school in Louisiana in 1960. My grandma started school in 1968. It's 2020, and our education still isn't equal. You do the math.
Solve for X, where X is you. What are you worth? How much knowledge do you hold? Knowledge is power.
It's something that can never be taken away from you once you obtained it. In order to obtain as much knowledge as possible, school needs to feel like a safe place, somewhere a person wants to be.
A happy place, a safe space, something kinda like a home, a place you could never feel alone.
X equals compliance. Talk to your friends at lunch, laugh, have fun. Though, don't have too much. We wouldn't want to be disruptive. Don't bully. Report bullying. Though, when you do, we'll make sure we talk to them. And then, move on.
Being met with a reprimand instead of a good morning upon entrance does not make a student ready to learn. In fact, it pushes them more farther away from wanting to be at school and learn. Yes, adults have power and control, but I feel like they often forget that students are human too. We're sensitive and have feelings and lives too. We have bad days too. Patience is a virtue, and though sometimes students forget those exact same things, you have to understand that we're still trying to figure it out ourselves. Being this thing called life.
Sure, schools teach us valuable things, but the system needs an upgrade. The world is not how it used to be. Now people can drop out of high school and record themselves playing video games, making up to $1,000 to $5,000 a month. The pro gamers make up to $15,000. And even though the school system should be preparing us for adulthood and finding a job, seems like nowadays people don't need an education to do that.
X equals hard work. Do your homework. You have to get good grades. Though grades don't matter. We just want to make sure you understand the curriculum. But don't get bad grades.
It's hard to focus. It's hard to even feel safe. Lately it seems like the flaws of school outweigh the benefits of it. School shootings, sexual assault, sexism, racism, favoritism, and just not being able to express ourselves. I wish school was like home, comforting, welcoming. I wish the system just remembered that we're still kids and that they used to be kids too.
You remember how it felt when you were our age still trying to figure this world out? And I know certain things can't go without acknowledgement. I just wish there were more patience and empathy used when educators are dealing with students.
I want a place with smiling faces that look just like us. These adults here are people we genuinely trust. We're free to express our confusions and learn what life is truly about. Here we are never looked over and never left out. Here we are unapologetically free, a breath of fresh air in the midst of a terrible storm. School could be that place for me.
You are engaged, you aren't tired, you aren't ignored. The teacher listens to you. You go home excited for the thrills to come, excited to learn. Because learning is fun.
The world has been so crazy that we don't know when our last days on earth will be. But until then, things definitely need to change.
We all just need to listen more and compromise to make the school environment one that permits students to learn and to obtain power that can never be stripped away from them.
Please don't ignore or forget our thoughts. After all, it's not impossible to learn from the ones still being taught.